Hello, everyone. This is My Crypto Tokens. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see what's happening in the crypto world today. So, currently, the fear and greed index is at 50. We are sort of neutral at the moment. We actually went down in the fear zone yesterday, uh, but over a month's time, we were in the greed phase. So, we're actually going from greed to fear back to neutral. So obviously the next step has to be towards the greed stage, towards the greener side. So let's see what happens in the coming hours, days, and weeks. So how are the cryptos doing on a weekly time frame? We see almost all the cryptos in green over weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, it's kind of neutral. I mean, it's a mixed bag. You will see most of the coins in red, some in green, but I do see Cardano era strong, positive, Litecoin, Cake, Trump, 6.4% positive. I don't know why people invest in these coins, but focus on the right projects, friends. It is really important. These meme coins are mostly pump and dump schemes, so be very cautious while investing in those coins. Moving on, what do we have today? So this is my channel, My Crypto Tokens. If you go on X and just type the name, you will land on this page, and you'll also see the YouTube channel link on my X channel. So I keep sharing a lot of great content here. I keep interacting with the community, share my thoughts, my analysis, my conviction in certain coins. So if you like it, please do follow My Crypto Tokens. Moving on, what do we have here? Um, so, great news. SEC acknowledged Grayscale's 19B4 filing for its spot XRP ETF. And you know what? I posted a video yesterday about Solana, and SEC also acknowledged Solana ETF filings from not just Grayscale but also Canary Capital, 21 shares. So all the big fund houses are filing for the ETFs on great projects. So just imagine the billions of dollars worth of those funds. Even if they allocate a small percentage of their funds, it's gonna blow up in the inflows. So all the great projects like XRP, like Solana, like Cardano ADA, they are going to have their own ETFs hopefully soon. Now that we have a crypto-friendly regulations and crypto-friendly precedent, which is governing all those regulations. So I hope those ETFs come sooner than later, and we'll see great run for those projects especially. But friends, here's an advice. Please do your own research. Do not listen to all the people on YouTube. Just take their opinions, but you have to evaluate your risk tolerance. You have to evaluate where do you stand on the risk scale and how comfortable are you putting your money, hard-earned money, into those projects. So do your research and take your call. Anyway, so we also know that Bank of Montreal, which is one of the top 5 banks in Canada, they bought $150 million worth of Bitcoin ETFs, which is an amazing news. One of the important aspects of these Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs is that it is accessible to everyone. It is accessible to big fund houses. It is accessible to, excuse me, to corporations. It is accessible to individual retail investors like you and me. So we can hold those ETFs in not just our trading accounts, but also in our tax shelter accounts, which is a great news because we can hold them for long duration. There are more crypto-friendly tax regulations coming. So this easy flow into those ETFs and eventually into the projects like Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and Solana, and XRP or Cardano. With all those inflows going into the projects are getting more stronger. They're becoming more stable, and Bitcoin as an asset is becoming more correlated with stocks than with crypto. And we already know that BlackRock, Larry Fink, he also mentioned that Bitcoin is now a risk-off asset. That means it is as good as something like a bond or gold. So BlackRock, they are comparing Bitcoin with those risk-off assets where majority of money flows into. I think that is a tremendously positive sign for Bitcoin. So I am super bullish. I hold Bitcoin ETFs in my trading accounts, in my tax shelter accounts. I also hold Bitcoin as a crypto in my crypto account. I'm super bullish on it. But you do your own research, see what the tolerance is for risk, and then decide whether you want to invest in Bitcoin or not. Okay, so what's happening? Bitcoin, Ethereum ETFs flows. Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest investment banking institutions in the world, unveiled that they have $1.5 billion worth of holdings in Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, which is a very, very bullish and positive sign for both these projects. I just imagine it is not just corporations, it is not just MetaMask, or it is not just Tesla, not just strategy buying Bitcoins, but all the fund houses like BlackRock, like Goldman Sachs, all the banks, they are buying crypto assets, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that is a very bullish sign for crypto as an industry overall. So we're going to have more stability coming to crypto. What else? What else? Guys, I love this exposed from Crypto Rover. Now, this particular account has 1 million followers. I'm not kidding, guys. 1 million followers. And what they mentioned was that they see some similarities between um, Bitcoin dominance over the years. Now, they mentioned that back in 2017, when Bitcoin dominance dropped with this insane wick, at, that actually marked the start of altcoin season. You see, the Bitcoin dominance dropped significantly in 2017 following this wick. The same thing happened in 2021. The Bitcoin dominance dropped after this insane wick, back down to 40% from almost 72% in 2021. Similarly, in 2025, this has to be 2025, not 2021, but there's a similar pattern here. Bitcoin dominance currently 64% with this insane strong wick. What's going to happen next? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Now, if it goes down here, drops to 40% again, that actually is going to be the start of altcoin season. All the altcoins, starting with Ethereum, are going to start pumping. The money flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum as the number one altcoin, and then to large. So that how the flow of money happens through different crypto assets. I'm super bullish on that. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what happens here on. What else? What else is happening? RWA. So Guys, RW narrative is super strong in this cycle of crypto. RW is real world assets. So, tokenizing real world assets. And there are significant steps being taken into tokenizing the real world assets. And majority, uh, there are a lot of different tokens, but in the recent past, the Solana chain has been in the forefront of those assets. Franklin Templeton, they tokenized the money fund on Solana, which went live yesterday. And that's a significant boost for Solana because that's millions of dollars on Solana. So that actually represents Franklin Templeton's trust in Solana. Solana provides super high level of transaction speed. It's fast. It is also more stable now because the developers are dealing with congestion issues on Solana. And after Trump coin, it was one instance when we saw Solana suffering congestion issues, but otherwise, the entire year has been pretty good for Solana in terms of avoiding those issues. Similarly, we see Deutsche Bank backed Taurus, who added Solana to its digital asset custody and tokenization services, which is again which shows strong confidence in Solana as a blockchain, as a project. And as this blockchain improves and stabilizes, we're going to see more adoption happening across the payment systems, across the financial industry. And I think along with XRP, Solana, and HBAR are the great projects which are being leveraged, even Stellar. So I'm looking forward to all those things. I personally have allocation to Solana, so I'm super bullish on Solana, but you have to do your own research. Do not listen to any random guy on YouTube, but do your research first. All right, because I'm not a financial advisor. No YouTuber is your financial advisor. So you have to decide what you want to do. Take an informed decision before investing your money into these projects. All right, moving on. What do we have here? It seems like Tether, one of the biggest stablecoin issuers, they may have to sell their Bitcoin due to stablecoin regulations. Now, what exactly are those regulations? So, the companies who issue stablecoins, they have to maintain at least one-to-one correspondence in terms of fixed assets or stable assets like US Treasuries. That means that if you issue one stable coin, which is valued $1, at the back end, you have to have at least $1 in US Treasuries or similar liquid yet stable assets. On the other hand, Tether has a lot of allocation to Bitcoin, which is not acceptable in terms of US stablecoin regulations. So they may have to get rid of some of the Bitcoins and convert that money into US treasuries. That's what I'm not saying is going to happen, but may happen in the near future when Tether is trying to be compliant with US stablecoin regulations. Uh, regulations, my bad. But yeah, if at all this news is true and Tether sells the Bitcoin reserves, we may see some volatility in the Bitcoin world. But on the other hand, there are a lot of great organizations buying Bitcoin consistently. So it's going to nullify, in my perspective, and as long as that happens, we all are sorted. We all are good. So, except for this one news, which is sort of bad in terms of the sentiment check, all the other news that we saw are super bullish for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for Solana, and for the rest of the crypto market. So this is all, folks. Thank you so much for following my crypto tokens, and this is going to be your one-stop shop for all the news, for all the great events happening in the crypto world. So if you like my videos, please like my video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel so that I can produce equally great, valuable content every day for you all. See ya.